Imagine walking through a forest one day when you stumble upon a hidden cache of ancient artifacts. A typical day turns extraordinary as an ordinary Indian finds himself at the heart of an incredible discovery. Hidden away in a forgotten corner of the world lies a trove of powerful artifacts the likes of which the world has never seen. Among the dust and the cobwebs something catches his eye. A glittering array of weapons, each with an aura of divine power radiating a sense of awe and reverence. He recognizes them from the stories his grandmother used to tell, stories of gods and their mighty weapons. The Sudarshana Chakra of Vishnu, the Trishula of Shiva, the Vajra of Indra, each one a symbol of divine strength in the ancient Indian mythology. Alongside these divine weapons, he finds an ancient Vimana, a mythical flying chariot. The knowledge of its existence has been passed down through generations, an artifact from a time when gods supposedly roamed the earth. This Vimana, a marvel of ancient Indian aeronautics, was believed to be capable of traversing great distances, even the cosmos. His heart races as the gravity of his discovery sinks in. He is no longer just an ordinary citizen. He now holds in his possession the power of the gods, a power that could change the course of history. Fear and awe intertwine as he contemplates the immense responsibility that comes with such power. Would he use these artifacts for personal gain, or for the benefit of mankind? Will he become a god among men, or a humble guardian of these ancient treasures? His mind swirls with a myriad of possibilities, each one more overwhelming than the last. In the quiet of the night, under the glow of the moon, he stands alone with his extraordinary discovery. The city of Mumbai continues its relentless pace, oblivious to the monumental shift that has just occurred in its midst. With these newfound powers, what path will our protagonist choose? The weapons of the gods, each more powerful than the last, now lay in the hands of a mere mortal. Imagine, if you will, the Trishula of Shiva, a trident so powerful it can split the universe into three. Or perhaps the Vajra of Indra, a thunderbolt weapon capable of shattering any material, yet as immovable as a mountain. Then there's the Sudarshana Chakra of Vishnu, a spinning disc of fire that can chase its target to the ends of the earth and return to its master's hand. And let's not forget the Brahmastra, a single projectile charged with all the power of the universe, capable of destroying creation itself. Each of these divine armaments is a testament to the immense power that the gods wielded. Now, they're in the possession of an ordinary man, burdened with the responsibility and the temptation that such power brings. Imagine the struggle within his soul, the thrill of holding such power, enough to make him a god among men, the fear of the destruction he could wreak if he were to lose control, even for a moment, the weight of the responsibility to use these weapons wisely, for the good of all. Think about the choices he faces. He could use these weapons to conquer the world, solidify his rule and become a god himself. But with such power comes the risk of corruption, the temptation to use it for personal gain rather than the greater good. Or he could hide his power, use it discreetly to help mankind, to guide them towards a better future. The weight of this decision is almost unbearable. Each choice carries its own risks and rewards. The fate of the world hangs in the balance, depending on the path he chooses. In his hands he holds not just the weapons of the gods, but the power to shape destiny itself. The choice to wield or to yield, a decision that could tip the scales of destiny. Tucked away amongst the weapons, the Vimana, an ancient flying machine, waits to reveal its secrets. Imagine a piece of technology so advanced that it transcends time, defying all known laws of physics. That's the Vimana for you, a marvel of the ancient world, its origins lost to the sands of time. Akin to a sci-fi spectacle, the Vimana is described in ancient texts as a chariot of the gods, capable of traveling not just across the earth but the heavens too. Its design, as detailed in the Sanskrit epics, speaks of a complex blend of aerodynamics and celestial mechanics, an engineering marvel that rivals our modern aircraft. Our Indian protagonist, holding in his hands this beacon of lost knowledge, can't help but marvel at its intricacy. A sense of awe and reverence washes over him as he realizes the potential power he now wields. The Vimana is not just an object of antiquity, but a symbol of timeless wisdom and a testament to the genius of our forebears. But with great power comes great responsibility. The allure of the Vimana is potent, its secrets tantalizing, yet it also poses a threat. What if in the wrong hands, this ancient flying machine becomes a tool for destruction rather than enlightenment? The duality of its nature is a stark reminder of how technology, regardless of how advanced or ancient, can be a double-edged sword. our protagonist is caught in a conundrum. The excitement of unearthing such a treasure is tempered by the realization of its potential dangers. The Vimana, with its ethereal glow and silent hum, sits before him, an embodiment of potential, a beacon of knowledge, and a harbinger of possible doom. Unfolding this paradox is akin to opening Pandora's box. The allure of its mysteries is irresistible, but the consequences could be catastrophic. Yet, the choice is not easy. It's a dance with destiny, a gamble with the gods, a test of morality. A machine of immense power and knowledge now in the hands of a mortal. What happens next is anyone's guess. But one thing is certain. The discovery of the Vimana has set in motion a chain of events that could change the course of history forever. As word of the discovery spreads, the government and the believers react in vastly different ways. In the corridors of power, the government is quick to mobilize. The artifacts, weapons of the gods, and an ancient Vimana are not mere historical treasures. They are potential game changers in the theater of global politics and warfare. The government, understandably, would want to secure these artifacts not just for their cultural and historical significance, but for reasons of national security as well. These are, after all, the tools of the gods, and in the wrong hands, they could spell disaster. On the other hand, the believers, the devout followers of the pantheon of Indian gods, are torn. For some, it's a moment of awe and reverence. They see it as a divine sign, a tangible connection to the gods they worship. They celebrate the discovery, their faith strengthened by the physical proof of their god's existence. Yet, for others, it's a cause for outrage. They see the unearthing of these divine tools as blasphemy, a violation of the sacred. They argue that mortal hands have no right to wield the weapons of the gods, nor pilot the ancient Vimana. Protests erupt, with demands for the artifacts to be returned to their resting place, untouched by human hands. In the midst of this, the individual who found the artifacts is caught in a whirlwind of controversy and danger. They are hailed as a hero, a chosen one by some, while others view them as a heretic, a desecrator of the divine. As the government scrambles to secure the artifacts and the believers grapple with their faith, the world watches with bated breath. The discovery has not only unearthed ancient artifacts but also exposed deep-seated beliefs and fears. It's a powder keg of faith, power, and fear, with the potential to change the world as we know it. In the face of power and belief, a storm is brewing. The world watches in anticipation and fear as the potential of these divine artifacts becomes apparent. The discovery shakes the globe, sending ripples through our societies, our governments, and our religions. Politically, the balance of power teeters on the brink of a seismic shift. Countries across the world grapple with the notion of a single nation possessing such potent relics of antiquity. Religiously, the confirmation of ancient Indian mythology sends shockwaves through the faithful and skeptics alike. The existence of these divine weapons and Vimana, long believed to be mere myth, challenges long-held beliefs and ideologies. Societally, the discovery provokes a global discourse on power, ethics, and the human capacity for both benevolence and destruction. Do we use these divine tools for the betterment of mankind or succumb to the allure of dominance? As the world teeters on the brink of change, our protagonist stands at the center holding the keys to destiny. With the weight of the world on his shoulders, our protagonist must make a choice. This is a moment of reckoning, a crossroads that could shape the future of mankind. The power of the gods is now within his grasp, a power that could be wielded for good or for ill. In one hand, he holds the potential to become a god himself, to rule the world, to bend it to his will. But with such power comes the risk of corruption, the potential for tyranny and destruction. In the other hand, he holds the opportunity to use this power for the good of mankind. He could hide his power, using it subtly to guide humanity towards a brighter future. But would mankind be ready for such a leap forward? Each choice carries its own weight, its own set of consequences. And so we ask you, what would you do if you found the weapons of the gods?